What she says here, you will never feel ready to change your life. You're just going to get tired of your excuses. And those excuses will build and build and build. And the question here is, how long are we going to wait? How long are we going to wait? And the truth to this as well is that the longer we wait, the more painful it is, and the more this fear of I'm not good enough, you're not doing enough, will you ever be able to do it? That is going to get bigger and bigger and stronger the longer we wait to take action. And that can suffocate us. It's quite something. So remind yourself of the fact that you will never feel ready. It's not just one day you wake up and be like, this is it. This is the day. This is it. I can feel it. Although you have moments of inspirations, of course, but no. It's excuses. It's excuses that eventually will, they will make you face yourself. You have to face yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself and say, is this the life I'm living? And does that match the life that I want to be living? Is there a match there? You know, this is actually quite interesting from positive psychology. Martin Seligman was the founder of positive psychology. Because think about it, we're studying always, what's wrong with people? Especially, in the 19th century, 20th century, people are saying, okay, these people, they're crazy, they're insane, let's study them, let's make sure we don't go down that road or whatever it is these crazy people have. And Martin Seligman was basically saying, hey, why don't we start studying healthy people? Why don't we start studying what makes people successful? And basically one of the most beautiful things he found out is that imagine you have two circles. One circle represents who you are right now, and the other circle represents who you want to be. And the more these two circles overlap, the happier you are. And the more they're apart, the worse you feel. So this is a thought experiment. You can think about that as well. Think about yourself. Think about those two circles. Who are you right now? Okay, great. Who are you in your imaginary best version of yourself? The person you want to be, the person you know you can be. If these two circles overlap, fantastic. You are on the road of life. If not, you're still on the road of life, but in a road that's maybe a bit more painful and not so nice. But this is where a lot of the anxiety comes from, because we deep down understand what we're capable of. And if we have a dissonance there and we look at our life and we're not living our potential, that hurts. That hurts on a deep level that we can't, it's not rational. And this is when people are trying to fill it with other things like alcohol or drugs or just social media, distraction. But that void that they're feeling is very deep down. And a lot of it comes down to the fact that people are not living what they can be. They're not living their potential. And so, yeah, Martin Seligman, positive psychology, something to think about. And she says it in the book as well, she has been very successful, and she doesn't try to brag or anything, but it's just about, there's no secret, there's no she's this special person. She just kind of did it. She was forced by life to face herself, because that's what life does. You can only work with your BS for so long, and then that BS is gonna build and build and build. And the sooner you start taking action, the better it is, because man, if you wait, it's gonna be very painful. So here she mentions something fantastic as well. She says this 5-second rule, which of course we talked about, is that when you hit resistance, I don't want to do it, you say, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you give yourself, your brain, no more than 5 seconds to maybe ponder that idea. You just do it, okay? That's the 5-second rule. We've talked about it. And she says the reason why it works, because it helps you win that internal battle. But she makes a clear point that it will not fix the external battles. It's not going to change the traffic. It's not going to change people being rude to you. It's not going to change the rain, the weather, none of that. And this just touches on one of the deepest truths that we all need to really think about. If we struggle with anxiety, we struggle with any sort of negative belief and negative way of acting in the world, because a lot of it comes down to that we reject the world, we reject what's happening, and that real change happens internally. And that's easy said, blah, 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 internal, it's all great, but that's the truth. I mean, really need to deeply reflect on that. This is the greatest times of change in my life have always been internal. It's about what you do when something happens in life. That's the real change, because things happen in life, they will always happen. Traffic will always be there. Rains and storms will always be there. The real change and the real measure of change is how you change in your reaction to your external surroundings. That's the true measure of change, because then you're in a life where it doesn't matter what happens, you have your internal peace, you have your calm. Beautiful. But yeah, this is important that when we have those little, tips and tricks and little approaches in life that can help us manage stress or manage the environment, those are great, but these are tools, and we need to understand that really deep down, these are just tools to manage the insides. They never will fix the problem externally like a magic wand. It's a process, and this is another thing in life. Life is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a step-by-step process. I've said process too much now, but here we are. This is something she highlights. And by the way, we're on page 11. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this book, but we'll get through it. I feel like I'll run out of things to say eventually, and I'll just be reading it. But yeah, no, stick around, because I will be sharing a lot of good nuggets of wisdom. Okay, that's what this is about. Oh, it doesn't have the green cover on. Okay, well, it has a nice green cover. But yeah, nuggets of wisdom, that's what this is about, really. Okay, so follow along. Follow this account, okay? Hang out and have some deep thoughts. That's really all this is.